Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very exciting video. The Miss Olivia Rodrigo was recently interviewed by Vogue, and at the end of the video, she revealed that her new favorite color is red.
Yeah, I love red. It's my new fave color.
This feels like a subtle hint to the new album and that the Sour and Guts era is officially over. And naturally, all I can think about is the new album. And I'm kind of feeling the same Delulu feeling all the Swifties right now are feeling about Rep TV, Debut TV, and a new album. I just need the third album now. So, in lieu of this news, I thought it would be fun to rank my top 10 Olivia Rodrigo songs. Before we dive in, I just want to say there isn't a single Olivia Rodrigo song that is terrible. I love every single one of them. My ranking tends to shift from time to time, except for number one. Number one has always been my favorite. And your list might look different than my list, and that is completely okay. We all have opinions. And you know what? Like I said, none of her songs suck. They are all bops and they're all no skips. Also, I am going to be a little open and vulnerable in this video, so if y'all can be nice, that would be amazing. Alrighty, let's get started. So at number 10, we have the song that truly started it all, Driver's License. Y'all, I remember listening to this song for the first time like it was yesterday. So I began watching Olivia in Bizaardvark, and then I ended up watching her in High School Musical, the series, and I just knew she was so talented. All I Want was such a bop. This song really exceeded my expectations when it first came out. Just one thing about Olivia is she is an amazing lyricist and can make you feel the lyrics of the song and help visualize everything she feels. But what really got me with this song was the bridge. I don't know. I watched the music video and I just was really into this like story that she was creating with the song. And the bridge just threw me off in a good way. Yeah, it was just at the time I just didn't feel like that I didn't feel like that was really happening in music, with at least with what I was listening to. I really think it's still one of my favorite bridges. I definitely feel like she's gotten better as a songwriter. But yeah, Driver's License is my number 10. And at number 9, I have Hope You're Okay. To me, this song was the perfect way to end Sour. Hope You're Okay has been described as a love letter to her LGBTQ plus fans. Lines such as, her parents hated who she loved, and with the courage to unlearn all of the hatred. She wrote this song hoping that her childhood friends are doing better today than they were before. It definitely varies from everything that we heard in Sour. It kind of is that one song that wasn't about specifically a romantic relationship, but more of a friendship relationship. Something I love about Olivia, and she's done this in the past 2 albums, and I really hope she does this in the 3rd album, is she writes these albums in a specific time in her life. So she wrote about her teenage years, she wrote about going into adulthood, and she always ends her album with like a question or like a longing or like what's next or what's gonna happen. And I really like that because you really feel that that was that time in her life and now she's wondering what's next. And as fans, we are wondering what's next. And so I really love how she ended Sour in this, and I love how she took the ending chords of this song and put them in Teenage Dream for Guts. This song really resonates with me as being a part of that community. One of my favorite lines in this song is address the letters to the holes in my butterfly wings. She really didn't know what that meant either when she wrote that. She just thought it sounded pretty. As I remember watching in an interview, that line just really resembles with me because, as people, we're sometimes broken and, we don't talk about those things and we try to patch it up, try to like cover it. But to me, it's like addressing the trauma, addressing the situations you've been through and moving forward. I don't know if that's really what that means, but to me, that's what that means. And so I really want to get a tattoo, something of that, considering doing like a butterfly with broken wings or something, just to like symbolize, because Sour is and will always probably be my favorite album ever. But yeah, Hope You're Okay. I think it's a very underrated song from Sour. Alrighty, so at number 8, we have Making the Bed. So Olivia really rose to fame fast during Sour. While that's great, there are consequences that come with that, and I knew, or at least I was hoping, that she would write a song about those feelings. If you don't know, Making the Bed comes from the saying, "You made your bed, now lie in it." And I thought that was a perfect title for the song, and she has a way of wordplay, which I really love. In this song, she's taking responsibility for her actions, but also describes the consequences she has faced with every action, her loss of innocence in childhood, playing victim and facing the consequences, feeling out of control, and the loss of genuine connections because, she's now very famous. She's losing that, at least the rise to fame part of it. I know she wanted to play smaller venues, but she never really got to experience the slow rise to fame. This song to me is one of the most powerful and meaningful songs that she's ever written, even specifically on Guts. I was just reading an article from Izzy Halem, I think that's how you say that. It's called The Lessons Behind Lyrics, and she said, when Olivia Rodrigo writes a song, she doesn't write to be seen, she writes to be heard. And I honestly was shook reading that. I personally tend to really like her songs that lean towards the more raw emotion side of things, more of the ballads. And that statement makes complete sense to me. She really knows how to put you in her shoes and experiences and just really captivate what she's experiencing at that time. So at number 7, I have Favorite Crime. When I say Olivia is great at painting a vivid picture from the lyrics and melodies, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like every song on Sour shows a different situation or picture of heartbreak, and this particular song is about love that was both destructive and harmful. She perfectly shows us this relationship that was passionate and toxic. Not only we as the viewer, through the eyes of her, are left destroyed, but also the person that was involved in this relationship as well was also equally destroyed in a different way. I know a lot of people are gunning for a rock album in OR3. I just really don't want her not to include a powerful ballad. I think those are her best lyrically written songs. Again, because of the raw emotion. I do think some of her more upbeat rock songs are equally as good, but I don't want her to lose that part of her because I do think equally she's great at both. But I would love to see a love ballad in this next album because her first love song was so American, this giddy, upbeat, schoolgirl girly vibed song. And I think it would be really cool to see this raw emotion of her in the beginning of this relationship. Maybe her feelings of insecurity still, but more in a positive way. But yeah, Favorite Crime, great song. So at number 6, I have Obsessed. This was, according to Olivia, one of the first songs that she wrote after Sour came out, and then it became a secret track originally with the original vinyls that came out before. It was the red vinyl, and then we got it in the secret track, RSD exclusive, and then it was in deluxe. Personally, I wish the song made it into the actual album and was one of the leading singles. However, with all the drama that came out after Sour, you know what I'm talking about. I don't think that would have been a great move. I think that would have fed into the hate and controversy over everything. So I'm really happy they didn't do it. I also think that this was initially planned because Guts came out in 2023 and then Guts Spilled came out in 2024. And I think they were really hoping her and her team to get nominated for awards. And Obsessed is one of my favorite rocky, edgy songs of hers. I also feel like this song is super underrated. Again, underrated in the sense that I feel like if it was released beforehand, it would be doing a bit better. But it is one of her best secret songs. So yeah. Alrighty, and at number 5, we have another secret song from Guts, Stranger. So Stranger again was one of the original 4 secret tracks off of Gut, and it has low-key become my favorite secret track. It wasn't at first, but the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. I have a personal story with this song, but let's talk about Olivia first. So for those that don't know, when Olivia first released these secret tracks, she had it in a specific order on the RSD exclusive. Then she released Gut Spilled, and she switched the order of the songs. So she ended up having Stranger moved right before So American, and this is very significant to me and very meaningful. So Stranger is about releasing the past and finding new beginnings. She is finally in a place where she can move on from the heartbreak, even though it will still be. And I thought that was very significant as we are moving into this new era in music. The song is very great. It's become one of my favorite songs, highly underrated, be doing better on streams. But you know, there was a little bit of controversy. Everybody thought it was this other unreleased song she made, Strange, and it wasn't. It was a different song. I just think the meaning behind the song is so great. You know, maybe we're just not ready to move on from relationships. That's why we're not. Love that song. Please go stream it. Oh yeah, I have a personal story. So I haven't had the greatest love life, as you will come to find. I am talking about other situations throughout this video, but I can honestly say this was the first person that I ever loved. Not just in a romantic way, but I don't know, in another way emotionally. Long story short, I kind of fell for this person at the end of my freshman year. I was 19 turning 20. I was very young and dumb and very insecure, and all I wanted to do was kiss this person because I thought this would, I don't know, seal the deal that they would end up liking me. Well, it almost happened, but I literally ran away, and my friendship with this person sort of died that night as well. I spent many years beating myself over this situation and what could have been, and I recently accepted the fact that nothing is ever going to happen. I personally saw my mistakes in the situation, and I have accepted the fact that I need to move on and find new beginnings, and that has been a similar experience with everything I went through in college. I am learning that I can't hold on to these situations because they're actually holding me back from new beginnings. And as a person in my late 20s, it really is getting hard getting over people. And if you are in a similar situation, we will get through this together. So my next top song is Enough For You at number 4. This is one of those songs that has a special meaning and connection to me as well. So there was this person that I went to college. Also, sorry for trauma dumping on y'all. Again, these like couple of songs all have significant meanings. That's why they are in the top spaces. So yeah, thank you for listening. This song has a special connection and meaning to me. There was a person I went to college with that I sort of would have done anything for. I kind of liked them, or was kind of just crushing on them for like the first couple years of college, but it was the summer in between my sophomore and junior year when things changed. We were distanced from each other, currently in 2 different cities because we were working in different cities. And I remember I was supposed to meet my friends at Denny's after working because we worked at a summer theater. And I ended up talking to this person in the Denny's parking lot for over an hour. I really felt hard and asked them out, and they said yes, and we returned to school. Then they kind of started ghosting me. Also, mind you, I recently had just changed my concentration in school, and this person was a very big influence in that. All I ever wanted was to be good enough for them. And in the end, I ended up breaking my heart trying to be. I really can't listen to the song without crying. And it's one of those songs that I'm like, is she filming my life? Like, did she just see that happen to me? But long story short, don't change for somebody. Don't let somebody 100% influence you. It's okay for people to like influence you, and that's life, and you're gonna like live in those. But like, just save yourself the heartbreak, is all I'm saying. Alrighty, so at number 3, we have Love Is Embarrassing. This was my most played song last year, and I played it over 500 times. Most of that was in a couple of days. This song actually wasn't originally going to be included in Guts, if you didn't know. This song was actually produced a couple of days before Dan and Olivia had to submit the album. I love this song because it's so playful and so energetic. It is true, love is embarrassing in certain ways, and that is something most of us can relate to. I've done things for love that I would deem quite embarrassing, and I make fun of myself to this day for all those things that I did. Also, I went to the Guts tour, and this dance gets so much hate, but people just don't understand the significance that it's supposed to be embarrassing. It's like not supposed to be good. If it was a good dance, it would just be eh. Yeah, I just really love the song. Love how playful it is. Alrighty, so at number 2, I have Can't Catch Me Now. So this is not on any of her studio albums. It's on the soundtrack for The Ballad of the Songbirds and Snakes, and it has become one of my favorite songs. So she tends to realm more into the pop rock genres, but this song is more of a pop folk moment, and I honestly need more from her. Perhaps a whole album. But I don't know how the public is going to take that. You know who you are. But I really think she captures the essence of the movie in the song, and Lucy Gray specifically. She just has this way of storytelling and making you feel the emotions in the songs, which works so well with writing music for other characters. She's done this a couple times with her High School Musical, the series character Nini. Yeah, so I just really love this song. I want more folk from her, and I just think it like really sits well in her register. Alrighty, and finally at number 1 is Traitor. Traitor is by far my favorite song in all of her discography. From the lyrics to the vocals to the emotion you can feel, this song absolutely amazing. This is one of those songs that I can 100% relate to. Sorry for trauma dumping. This is my last story, I swear. I've only ever been in one relationship, not with the other people I mentioned. First off, I do regret this relationship. I was kind of going through a lot from these previous situations, and I kind of rushed into this relationship. It was the first person that was into me, and so I just said yes. And then we only went on a couple dates, ended up in a relationship. The relationship lasted a month, but 2 days after we broke up, he slept with my friend. Not an amazing first relationship. Yeah, I definitely felt betrayed. I definitely felt like he was a traitor, even though we were broken up at the time. But also, mind you, when I found out, I had already processed this breakup. I was fine. It took, again, I was the one to break up. Oh, and also, I was working a summer theater job with him and had to work the entire summer with him. So that was also so fun. But yeah, I didn't find out about this until 2 months after we broke up. And, that was amazing too, because I was finally good, finally happy, and all of a sudden, world crashed again. So, yeah, hands down, my favorite song. I think it's one of the best songs ever made. Not like this is like a huge expectation for her or ever. This is just my personal opinion. I don't think she's ever going to write a song that's going to top that for me unless she really experiences an awful heartbreak again. And we all know we are holding Louis Patridge to that. But yeah, favorite song. Alrighty, so that was my top 10 Olivia Rodrigo songs. For now, at least, we'll see what happens when her new album drops. If you made it this far, thank you for watching and letting me be vulnerable with you all. I'd love to hear your rankings in the comments. And if you love this video, don't forget to subscribe or like. Alrighty, everybody, stay colorful and keep creating. I'll see you in the next one.